All right, let's talk about the future. I mean, we all hear about 5G constantly, and 6G is already kind of peeking over the horizon. But today, we're going to take a massive leap, way further down the road, to explore the theoretical and honestly mind-bending concept of 7G. So you gotta ask, right? What could possibly come after a world connected at lightning speed by 6G? Is it just faster downloads? Well, according to some of the most forward-thinking researchers out there, the answer is a big, profound no. What's being envisioned is something else entirely. You see, researchers are framing this vision for 7G not as just another step, but as the final step. This isn't just an upgrade, they're thinking of it as the end game. The point where the very idea of communication merges with intelligence, with energy, and maybe even with life itself. So let's start with that big conceptual idea. We're not just talking about better technology anymore. We are talking about a fundamental shift in how reality and the digital world even interact with each other. This brings us to the absolute core concept of 7G, and believe me, it is a big one. This is the moment the network stops being a passive tool that we use and becomes an active, thinking intelligence in its own right. This slide right here, this just perfectly illustrates that fundamental shift. In the 6G world we're heading towards, artificial intelligence is a user of the network, just like you and me. But in the 7G vision, the global network itself, the entire system, becomes the AI. It's no longer the tool, it is the intelligence. This whole idea actually has a name: the Universal Intelligence Network. The theory is that communication, AI, and quantum computing will all merge so completely that the entire planet's network will start to behave like a single, coordinated information life form. Yeah, think of it less like the internet and more like a planetary-scale brain. And the numbers behind this vision are just staggering. We are talking about a leap from 1 terabyte per second to potentially 100. Latency, you know that annoying lag? It becomes virtually non-existent. We move beyond radio waves to actually using photons and quantum communication. And the scope, it expands from just a global network to an interplanetary one. So how could any of this actually happen? I mean, it sounds like pure science fiction. Well, let's explore the 6 foundational pillars that researchers believe could make this vision a reality. And here they are, the 6 revolutionary pillars. We're talking about quantum fusion, which merges quantum computing with communication for basically unbreakable security. An interplanetary network that extends the internet between planets. The brain interface, enabling direct thought communication. AGI integration, where all AIs form one super intelligence. Energy as data, which allows power to be sent wirelessly right along with information. And finally, total integration, which completely fuses the cyber, physical, and biological worlds. Let's just focus on one of the most profound of these for a second: the brain network interface. This is the idea that our brains could connect directly to the network. No phones, no keyboards required. Your thoughts, your memories, your feelings, they could be transmitted just like data, kicking off the era of thought as communication. Just take a second and really consider that. What would it mean for society, for relationships, for your own sense of self, if the internal act of thinking and the external act of communicating were one and the same thing? This level of integration leads to another wild concept: a planetary operating system. With the complete merger of the digital, the physical, and the biological, a global AI could manage and optimize everything in real time, from traffic in our cities to entire ecological systems, as if the Earth itself were a computer running an OS. Which brings us to the next logical question. So what? What does a world running on 7G actually look like? This is where we move from the technical how to the massive societal impact. The changes would be radical. In energy, power could literally be transmitted wirelessly along with data. In healthcare, a surgeon could not only operate remotely, but actually share their sense of touch with a robot thousands of miles away. Space exploration becomes networked across the entire solar system. And in education, why spend years learning something if knowledge can be transferred directly? This would even rewrite our very definition of wealth. The 7G vision proposes a new model called the IQ economy. In this system, economic value isn't measured in dollars or gold, but by the volume of information being shared and the quality of intelligent connections being made. Your value is your connectivity. Now, all of this sounds like science fiction, right? A little bit utopian and a little bit dystopian. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important part of this vision, the monumental ethical challenges it presents. First and foremost, what happens to the concept of privacy? If our innermost thoughts, our most cherished memories, are just data packets flowing through a global network, does privacy even exist anymore? Is a truly private thought even possible? And this leads to an even deeper question about identity. With brain network interfaces and a global intelligence we're all connected to, what does it mean to be an individual? The line between your consciousness and the network could become impossibly blurred. Finally, there's the question of power and control. Who governs a planetary-scale intelligence? It would operate beyond the borders of any single country or corporation. A system like that would create a power structure completely new to human history, and potentially one that is beyond our control. So it all comes down to this. If you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this comparison. The vision for 6G is to digitize reality, to create a perfect digital twin of our physical world. The vision for 7G is for the digital to become reality, merging with it completely. And that leaves us with the ultimate question. Is this future the final stage of human connection? A world of perfect understanding and shared consciousness? Or is it the ultimate loss of individuality, where we all just become nodes in a machine we can't control? That's the question 7G asks us to consider. Thanks for tuning in.